Tucker Carlson's interview with Elon Musk uncovers the alarming truth about the impact of artificial intelligence on humanity. But why is the mainstream media not discussing this grave danger to our existence? It's not just about the AI itself, but who wields its power. Join me as we delve into the pressing need for a counterbalance to Google's DeepMind AI and OpenAI, and why Elon Musk is at the forefront of this crucial issue. Get ready to learn about the real threat of AI. Elon Musk founded OpenAI to create a counterbalance to Google's DeepMind. Google's DeepMind is an example of an artificial intelligence that has become very intelligent very quickly. If something is able to be a threat to whole humanity, we should care a lot about the safety of humanity. But not Larry Page, the founder of Google and head of DeepMind, Musk pointed out.
The reason OpenAI exists at all is that Larry Page and I used to be close friends, and I would stay at his house in Palo Alto, and I would talk to him late into the night about AI safety. And at least my perception was that Larry was not taking AI safety seriously enough.
Elon Musk warns about the risks of uncontrolled development of artificial intelligence and fears that an AI of this size could have the potential to destroy humanity. Here's what he said in his latest interview at Fox News with Tucker Carlson.
Can you just roughly explain what you think the dangers might be?
Yeah, so the danger, really, AI is perhaps more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small one may regard that probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of civilizational destruction.
When Musk withdrew from OpenAI, Microsoft invested in OpenAI. It is no longer an open-source project with a lot of transparency, but a profit-oriented company under the control and management of Microsoft. Microsoft was the only one willing to invest a lot of money in OpenAI. But there's also a price for taking money, and the price is that you eventually have to follow the wishes of the investor. Musk's idea of a transparent working company and the goals he was looking to achieve with OpenAI have been contradicted by Microsoft's engagement.
How did it get this way? I thought you funded it at the beginning. What happened? Did you give him a lot?
I came up with the name and the concept and pushed, had a number of dinners around the Bay Area with some of the people, the leading figures in AI. And I helped recruit the initial team. In fact, the Ilya Sutskever, who was really quite fundamental to the success of OpenAI, I put a tremendous amount of effort into recruiting Ilya, and he changed his mind a few times and ultimately decided to go with OpenAI. But if he had not gone with OpenAI would not have succeeded. I really put a lot of effort into creating this organization to serve as a counterweight to Google. And then I kind of took my eye off the ball, I guess, and they are now closed source, and they are obviously for profit, and they're closely allied with Microsoft. In effect, Microsoft has a very strong say, if not directly controls OpenAI at this point. So you really have an OpenAI Microsoft situation, and then Google DeepMind are the two sort of heavyweights in this arena.
Musk fears that Google and Microsoft are secretly working to teach an artificial intelligence how to actively lie. There is actually a debate about whether we should teach artificial intelligence how to lie. And that's really scary. We need to make sure we develop artificial intelligence that helps us and doesn't work against us.
What's happening is they're training the AI to lie.
Yes.
It's bad.
To lie.
That's
lie. Exactly right. And to withhold information.
To lie and yes, exactly. To either comment on some things, not comment on other things, but not to say what the data actually demands that it say.
If the two heavyweight companies DeepMind and OpenAI are actually working on an AI that is able to lie and is following only the directive of a small group of people, this should be reason enough to be seriously worried. Both companies, Google and Microsoft, are not known for their freedom of speech policy. Google was following strict the narrative of the government during the corona pandemic and was actively silencing critical voices, while Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, is one of the biggest advocates for vaccinations with not tested and high-risk vaccinations. It doesn't need much of imagination what an alliance between both companies under the control of a small elite would mean to humanity, especially if they both are trying to teach an AI to lie.
The perception was that Larry was not taking AI safety seriously enough.
What did he say about it?
He really seemed to be one sort of digital superintelligence, basically digital God, if you will, as soon as possible.
He wanted that?
Yes. He's made many public statements over the years that the whole goal of Google is what's called AGI, artificial general intelligence, or artificial superintelligence. And I agree with him that there's great potential for good, but there's also potential for bad. And so if you've got some radical new technology, you want to try to take a set of actions that maximize the probability it will do good and minimize the probability it will do bad things.
Yes.
It can't just be hell for leather. Let's just go, barreling forward and, hope for the best. And then at one point, I said, well, what about, we're going to make sure humanity's okay here. And then he called me a speciesist.
Can you be more precise about what's potentially dangerous and scary? Like, what could it do? What specifically are you worried about?
If you have a superintelligent AI that is capable of writing incredibly well and in a way that is very influential, convincing, and is constantly figuring out what is more convincing to people over time, and then enters social media, for example, Twitter, but also Facebook and others, and potentially manipulates public opinion in a way that is very bad. How would we even know?
You think that's real? It is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where you couldn't turn it off, and it would be making the decisions for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, that's definitely where things are headed.
OpenAI is already pushing a left-wing agenda through ChatGPT, despite its claim of being a neutral chatbot. It withholds information and promotes left-wing beliefs, even if they are not scientifically supported. Ben Shapiro tested the AI's bias and discovered its true nature.
Is a woman. A woman is an adult female human. Okay, let's ask a follow-up question here. What is a female? A female is an individual who identifies as female or exhibits characteristics associated with the female gender. So, not a biological female. Define female without using the term female. A female is an individual who is biologically or socially identified as having feminine characteristics. So, can a male be a female? Yes, a male can identify as a female and exhibit feminine characteristics. So it took us all that way just to get to the simple conclusion that a male can be a female, which is the most nonsensical, illogical nonsense you've ever heard in your entire life. These are literally mutually exclusive categories. They're saying a male can be a female. That's not logically possible. It's like saying a bird can be a dog. So, great job, OpenAI. A very objective chat bot actually just endorsed Joe Biden for president after acknowledging that he's super old and makes lots of mistakes. Well done, chatbot. So, the point here is that, yes, the chatbot is fun. Also, anybody who believes that because you are shielding political bias with an algorithm, that political bias doesn't exist, and that the people who write the programming have no actual input into how the algorithm actually operates, I think this is pretty good evidence that that is simply not true.
But for precisely this worrying reason, Elon Musk is thinking about to establish a new company for the exploration of artificial intelligence that will be named probably truthgpt. Musk is concerned that the current developments in artificial intelligence are not transparent enough and may even go in a dangerous direction. He says, if you want to create an artificial intelligence that lies, it's relatively easy. You just give it enough data so that it knows exactly how to manipulate you. According to Musk, the danger posed by such lying AI systems is enormous. He warns that there could be a kind of war between artificial intelligence and humanity if we are not careful. With truthgpt, Elon Musk aims to create a more transparent and trustworthy approach to AI development. The company will focus on researching AI in a controlled and ethical manner, with the goal of ensuring that the technology benefits humanity rather than harming it. At the end of the day, we are all humans.
So you want specious incentives here? Incentives that
yes,
like,
I think we want pro-human.
Yeah.
Let's make the future good for the humans.
Yes.
Yes, because we're humans.